Hello. I will be running some tests on Tor browser and Firefox and showing you the results of those tests. These tests were included in my term project, and let's perform them. First, we need to go to Wireshark. This is a very good site for performing tests. And we're going to do a capture. We're going to choose Etho0 because this is my internet interface, which lets me start capturing packets sent to and from my computer while browsing the web. Then we're going to open Firefox. While that capture is running, we are going to perform another test. We are going to go to this website, https://ipleak.net. This website I used to test whether or not other websites could get at my actual IP address. And when using Firefox, it's quite apparent. As you can see here, it can also find my location. And this is IPv4. This is IPv6. It also shows DNA and DNS addresses and a bunch of other stuff, so you can see. Ultimately, it's testing how much information it can just draw from your computer based off of just the connection you have. Now, we're going to go to another website. This is mainly just to buy time while the capture is getting packets, and also to confirm the IP address in the first website we looked at. So https:// what was this one called? That was it. browserleaks.com/webrtc. And then, as you can see here, this number right here is the same IPv4 address as this one here. This also shows significantly larger portion of information that it can get from your computer through the connection that was established online. Now, I just wanted to look at these two websites to show you how easy it is for other websites to get your IP address. We're going to minimize Firefox. Well, actually, we're going to close Firefox. And then we're going to Wireshark and we're going to stop the online capture. And as you can see by this number right here, 5,493 individual packets were sent to and from this computer in, I would say that was about 3 or 4 minutes, probably. Yeah. Now, what we're going to look for is DNS, and DNS is Domain Name System. Domain Name Systems are basically translating human-readable text like Google or ipleak.net into an IP address that the machine can read and then travel to by using a browser. DNS. And as you can see, we have quite a few DNS results. Actually, a lot. I'll save you just scrolling down to the bottom. And this number right here, this is the total number of DNS queries that occurred during those 3 or 4 minutes. And as you can see, it really just did a lot of them. That's how many times it looked for an IP address. As you can see, this one occurs a lot. I'm guessing that this is because the one website, the first one that we looked at, was constantly running a scan, and it was trying to, and we were constantly relinking to it, and we were constantly relinking to the other one. Now, I'm going to get rid of this file, quit without saving, because we'll just remember that we had 709 queries. And now we're going to create a new capture, and we're going to use the same internet interface because we'll be going online. And it's started. We're going to minimize this, then we're going to go to my apps because I don't know how to add it to the home page, and we're going to type in Tor. That's the wrong one, my bad. I am sorry. Tor. This one. Tor is somewhat slower than the other browser because there are fewer routers. We will go to the first website, https://ipleak.net. Now this is where things are funny and kind of interesting, because the way that Tor works, it isn't going to read my IP address and it is not going to read my location. It could potentially be some random location, but I'm guessing I know which one is going to be. It changed. Originally in testing, this was Germany, not the Netherlands. Huh. Well, as you can see, the IP address changed, and so did the IPv6. And all of this will be changed too. Notice that it could not get any DNS servers. It's important. And it's running 2930 tests to see if it can get at DNS addresses. Now we're going to go to the other site, https://browserleaks.com/webrtc. And now it's reading my IPv4 from, Sweden. And the IPv6 is also being read from Germany. Nice. And RTC peer connection and RTC data channel. Both of these return false because it can't set it up properly. There's 0 leaks. It passed the leak test. And honestly, it just really doesn't know what to do for most of these. Now we're going to X off Tor browser. We're going to go back to Wireshark, and as you can see, let me stop it real fast. 5,502 packets have been sent, and we were on it for about a little over 2 minutes. Anyway, in that short amount of time, that number of packets were sent to and from my computer on Tor browser. Now when we clear for DNS, remind you, domain name systems, it returns this page. This is because when you use Tor browser, DNS lookups are not executed by your computer. They're executed by the Tor system and the routers that you are connected to when you use this browser, which basically means that DNS doesn't occur at all for you, and it is impossible for spyware to track you while you are browsing the web while using Tor browser, because it doesn't have a DNS to look up where you're going, where you've been, and it can't follow you because it doesn't know where it's going. I thought this was a really cool experiment, and I learned a lot from this. I think it's really fun. That's about it. Thank you. Have a nice day.